Hello and welcome to CNN News 18. And today we have with us, I am there, Kamolika Sengupta. I represent the East. And with me is Pallavi Ghosh, senior editor of CNN News 18, and who is also a Bengali, and she also definitely represents the East. But here there is election season, and Pallavi, let me tell you the temperature both the ways. The weather, the temperature is high, and you know that what happens in Bengal during elections, and it's like a national election. Definitely, the temperature is soaring high. But the question that we are going to discuss today, that is Sandeshkhali the decisive factor in Bengal polls? I'll definitely have my say because I have been covering Sandeshkhali, but I really want to know, Pallavidi, from you first. Is what is the chatter in Delhi with Sandeshkhali?
Well, see, a lot of chatter is many people want to understand whether it is going to make a difference. What is happening over there, and the BJP's narrative is that Mamata Banerjee is anti-women. Many people don't even know, frankly speaking, Kamalika, where Sandesh Khali is, that Basirhat is, and what really is going to happen. But the more and more the Prime Minister starts attacking, and we saw how he recently spoke to the candidate from the BJP, who also is one of the rape survivors. The more the national people kind of building up this narrative. See, it is very clear with more than 49% of the voters being women. Kamika, this is a vote bank which matters to all political parties, especially the BJP. It's not just about Bengal. It is also an attempt going to be made by the BJP to show that even the allies of the India Front Alliance are the ones who don't even stand up for the sake of women. And the Congress party, for example, recently his manifesto talked about the Mahalakshmi scheme. This is what the BJP will try to make a dent into. See, I mean, in my peer group over here and the people I move around here, as I said, not many people even understand what Sandesh Khali is all about, and the BJP knows that, which is why the BJP is going to build up a narrative. But Kamlika, since you're the best person and you've been going there, the fact that the probe has been given over to a CBI, there is a narrative which the India Front parties build up that CBI and ED are all not no longer neutral. They are actually doing what the center wants them to do. So, do you think Mamata Banerjee at some point of time will make the point that the CBI is again being used by the BJP to interfere in the electoral process? Is she? What are your sources telling you? Is that Trinamool Congress upset? Do they see it as a setback that this issue is going to be decided by now? I mean, investigated by the CBI.
Obviously, one thing, definitely analyzing this total thing, the most important thing, as you also pointed out, centering around which the Sandesh Khali entire episode is going, is that the electoral population of Bengal now, here it stands 50% woman. So there where Mamata Banerjee in 2021, as you also know, that in 2021, Mamata scored over the woman vote bank, no doubt on that.
Hmm.
There, the internal report of my sources are telling me from BJP is that there the woman vote, the BJP lacked, did not got the woman vote as they expected. Now, with this Sandesh Khali incident and with Mamata Banerjee being the woman chief minister, more than they always boost about that, see, we have given Konashri, we have given Lokir Bhandar is increased, and there is more than 30% nomination of women candidates. I mean, all these things, Sandesh Khali is a big embarrassment for Trinamool Congress. There is no doubt. If we look on what court said today, I was in the court clearly, and even if we say that some weeks back, also the court pointed out that even if one case of rape is true, or even if whatever is been projected, that is one case is also true, then that is a big shame. Now, all this thing is definitely putting the Trinamool Congress in the big problem, and that's what is the moment Mamata Banerjee declared Lakhir Bhandar from 500 to 1,000. The next 2 days, after next 2 days, we see that Sandesh Kali started. The woman came out and the protest, and to be very honest, it was absolutely a terror feeling there in Sandesh Kali. So definitely, it's a very, 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 very big embarrassment, and the fact that they have given CBI today, we are getting in reactions that CBI has not, the CBI is inconclusive in various investigation, referring to the Nobel investigation cases and other cases. But the thing is that what the Trinamool Congress will do, and what I'm getting from my sources, is that they have got this blow, no doubt about it. they tried to do a little bit of damage control by putting in women officers, investigation, and all those things. But at the same time, now they are trying to uh, change the narrative. In which way? Obviously, CBI, ED, NIA, they have always this field the Trinamool Congress wants to project the victim card. They'll say that, look, we are opposition, and because of that, there is a total set of CBI, ED on us and NIA. And if you remember that Trinamool Congress also today, 7 o'clock, Abhishek Banerjee along with 10 other people will go and meet governor. 48 hours back, they met the governor by stating that the central agencies are showing their high-handedness during the elections, and also pointed out that the election commission is impartial. But the point is, today, whatever has been handed, today the case has been handed over to CBI, that is under court jurisdiction. So they have also criticized the court at some time. So they are trying to say, and because this, all this Jitendra Tiwari thing which has come up, they are trying to say that they have a video there and they're going to show that the video that going inside the NIA. So basically, it will be the Trinamool Congress and the India Alliance, as you were also pointing out. Their
Hmm.
opponents are also oppositions are always attacked by NIA, but you can't deny the
Yeah.
fact what
But
happened in Sandeshkhali.
Komalika, I'm just going to interrupt you here because the first question has come in, and that is from Rupa, and you're the best person to answer that. Is there anger against the TMC on the ground?
Obviously, there is. I'll not say that there is no anger.
No, but is it only the Sandeshkhali and in and around area, or is it in much of rural Bengal or Bengal?
See, if we see analyze the entire Bengal, there is obviously the woman issue is the new issue which has come up, but the corruption was always an issue. The BJP will definitely has tried to put Sandesh Kali in a larger map, which they have been doing. So there are reactions in various parts of Bengal, not only in Sandesh Kali, but how much, and as we know that woman votes are decisive factor now, and the fact that the Bengali women also decides that whom they are going to, whom the
Hmm.
family is going to vote, and that Bengali women are very powerful in home. So there, and you are also a powerful
Not
woman.
just home, Komalika, outside also.
Same here. so, so anyway, quote unquote, we are known as to be powerful by face or whatever. So here there are, woman decides that kisko vote dena, and that is where the BJP is trying to work hard on it, and the Trinamool Congress is trying to project that, see, we are victim, we have done Lokir Bhandar, we are the party which has given 30%, more than 30% woman members in the in all the elections. So, but there is obviously what has happened in Sandesh Kali. Oh my God, what has happened in Sandesh Kali? Is it true? This is the reaction which we are getting on ground. Corruption has always been an issue in Bengal. If you see 2016, there was Sharda,
Hmm.
there was Arda, but this woman angle is a new angle, and this is a very sensitive, soft angle on which the Trinamool Congress scored. So there, when the Trinamool Congress is getting this heat, definitely on ground, obviously 4th June, everything will be clear. But we really have to see the voting pattern and the percentage of women voting. So definitely,
Exactly.
what
But
is the
I also
chemistry?
remember in the last assembly elections, the more the BJP kept on attacking Mamata Banerjee directly, the comments of, say, Dilip Ghosh, ki Bermuda shorts and all of that, and making fun of a fractured leg, the more it suited the TMC. And in fact, if you, I'm sure you know that, Komlika, there was this whole animation videos they came out with. They show Mamata Banerjee going to a jungle and she's like the tigress who's killing the wolves and that kind of stuff. So that clearly worked, which is why I think the BJP has also learned its lesson that in Bengal, jeetna hai, we have to play the card against Mamata Banerjee, the woman card. Because the TMC always flaunts the fact, and rightly so, that they have the only women chief minister in the country. But there's another question which has come in from Sunil Prakash. This is a dicey one, okay? Will BJP perform better in Bengal than it did in 2019? Kamlika, I don't want to take a risk in answering this. You please take the risk.
Oh my God. You can say that I'm sitting in a hot chair, and this is the question which I'm getting every day from the morning. Everybody is asking that, and then, I should say what I really answered, that I'm not an astrologer. I cannot say that whether they're going to really do better than what it was. But the BJP was 2 in 2014, BJP was 18 in 2019 and BJP in 2024 is equal to question mark. But the thing is that there is this time the fight is in 2021 we have seen fighting it out. This time also Bengal is always like Kurukshetra, Pallavi, and we really can't just it's always a Kurukshetra, and you never know that what is really
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. I went to North Bengal, and when I asked people, and as we say that which side the Hawa is, and all with all our questions in a very diplomatic manner, so there were two women who said कि हम लोग गुरबक नहीं है, हम लोग सब समझते हैं, हम क्यों बताएंगे आपको, जब वोट देना होता है तब हम जरूर दे देंगे, और
that's smart.
इस बार हम ये बता रहे हैं कि कोई अगर आके बोल के देगा कि उसको वोट देना है, वो हम नहीं देंगे, हम लोग बुर्बक नहीं है. So actually the people they are very clever. Let me tell you, from the woman of Sandeshkhali to Chai Bagan. But let me tell you, both the parties I have seen, I mean, I'm like born and brought up and doing journalism out here. They have really put on their hard work. If I rate BJP has really worked hard. Their organization in 2019 and their organization in 2024 is
Absolutely.
much better. They have this
And Kamlika, there was a time when no one had even heard of the BJP. No one would talk about the BJP in Bengal politics. But all of that changed in 2019. But the last assembly election was pretty much between BJP and TMC. But look at the sad state of affairs for the Congress. You and I and almost everyone who's asking us questions is asking questions about TMC or BJP. No one is even asking and talking about the Congress party. So which brings us to a next question.
And I
Ketki
don't
Sharma.
even know the name of some of the candidates of both the parties. Just imagine.
They are going to be very upset when they hear that, Kamlika.
Who is contesting?
Okay, I'm going to ask you the
Oh
next
my God, I don't
question,
remember.
which Ketki Sharma is asking. Again, you answer. Who are the women voters going to support, the TMC or the BJP?
All direct questions are all coming to me in the hot seat, Pallavi.
Smart. See, all the women are asking direct questions.
Yeah. So, last time I just like to add on what the last question was a little bit, that I've seen both the parties. The BJP has really come over from 2009 and 2024. Trinamool Congress at the same time has also really matured. Trinamool Congress now a well-planned party. They are, they take feedback from, whatever agencies they have. So they also know that what's going to be the result. Where, they're not saying that, okay, fine, Mamata Banerjee is a scorer, like Narendra Modi is a person who takes the score, in the high side. Mamata Banerjee is a scorer, but definitely the entire plan and everything which Abhishek does and Abhishek's team does, there's a lot of maturity. We have seen that the amount of effort they're giving in North Bengal, which is a difficult area for them because it's a BJP bastion. But they have tried. I was, Anit Thapa confidently telling me, ki Didi, this time we are going to give lead to from the hills, which I personally don't see. But then he said that and he was very confident. So, and in Chai Bagan, specifically the Chai Shundari, the Lokir Bandar, all those things have worked. So this question is definitely woman voting percentage. Vote is a chemistry, Kallavi. I believe that we can really come and have a chat on the day the poll ends, because as long as we see, we have to really see the percentage of the woman voting. We can actually analyze that, which side is going higher, which side the women are going to really. Mamata Banerjee has this pan Bengal, ma born emotion, which we really can't, put aside, because Mamata, the moment Mamata comes out, the moment Mamata speaks, she has her own pull. At the same time, Sandeshkhali's incident has really opened the eyes, and the fact that this type of incident, this type of terror used to take place there, that does not really go with the image of the Trinamool Congress government. So, I mean, I can't say right now, but definitely we'll have to see the voting pattern.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, voters, are kind of known to spring their surprises. I mean, for who knows, maybe, the amount of importance we're giving to Sandeshkhali, maybe for the local people over there, that may not be the issue. It may be something else on the basis of which they prefer to vote for the BJP or for the TMC.
Seems to be confident on this seat, and I was just talking to one of the leaders.
Well, frankly speaking, Kamalika, I think political parties also need to show that they are confident, because you have to pass on that confidence, at least as far as voters are concerned. Yet another question which now comes in from Deepak: what are the issues other than Sandeshkhali in Bengal? Well, to my mind, I think corruption is certainly an issue which the BJP would want to hype on, right? That this is a corrupt government. It's not just anti-women, it is corrupt. And all the people who are inside jail, though the spin which is, and you know the way the ED officers being attacked, the NIA controversy, and the spin, of course, which the TMC and pretty much the others are from the India front are giving is that it's not that there's no corruption in the BJP, it's just that the ED CBI only investigates us, and therefore you think and you're building up this narrative. But will the fact that there are a large number of TMC leaders behind bars, there are corruption allegations, finally make a difference? Because see, mind you, in assembly elections, people vote very differently than they do in the Lok Sabha elections. In Lok Sabha, the issue may be actually corruption.
Yeah, the corruption is there, and corruption has always been there. What happens this year? What is the difference? Sharda was there, Narda was there, everything was there. But Pallavi, the difference this time is the visuals of the heap of notes. I think that is, even if it is, like 2 years from now, that is there. But still, corruption is something which has always been an issue since the TMC government is in power, and the TMC has been saying that, politically, they are politically victims of the central agencies. But definitely, the way the heaps of money has come out of Partha Chatterjee's girlfriend's residence, that is which is, still, I don't know whether people will go to vote thinking that people's memory, though some of them believe that people's memory is not as strong as it would be, but we can't forget that in Bengal there was this money meter, and we really had to so much of counting of money. So that whether that's going to have an effect, Panchayat election, it did not have any effect. But we really have to say, because the Lok Sabha, they vote differently, and we cannot put, there are two important factors, apart from on this side, on in this election, is definitely the Modi factor. The Modi factor in North Bengal, I just came back from North Bengal, I've seen there, the Modi factor is there, and obviously the Ayodhya factor too is there. We just can't come out of that saying, I've never seen so much of, Bengal, that, so much of
Absolutely.
Ram flags I've seen. I've just done a story today itself. From Kalimpong to Kuch Bihar, it's almost, all the Ram
Yeah.
flags. So, will that affect the vote or not? We really don't know, but
And
we can.
again, so again, that's a very interesting difference between Assembly and Lok Sabha, because in the Assembly elections, the Ram narrative did not work so much for the BJP, but in the Lok Sabha, it could work for the BJP. That's a very interesting point, and I think it's time for both of us to start wrapping up. Viewers, do
And
keep
I think
asking us
violence is
questions.
also a factor, violence, so much
Yeah,
of
people. Yeah, exactly. People don't even. Yeah, so mired in all of this violence, corruption, then Ram, and Bhakti, and I don't know how much that woman card, because that I would love to see what kind of statistics
yeah,
really plays
same
out
here.
in
Same
terms
here.
of women voters. But I'll see you
Are
soon,
you
hopefully
betting?
in
Are you
Kolkata.
betting? Are you
I
betting?
don't bet. I
I'm
don't
not
bet.
betting.
I always lose. So, but Komalika, I hope to catch you up soon in Kolkata. We both will
Yeah,
keep on giving a lot of reports, hopefully. And Komalika is the
yeah.
best, in fact, when it comes to the ground thing. But thank you so much, Komalika.
Thank you.
Lovely chatting with you, and thank you so much for all of those who
See you
joined in and
soon
asked
in
those
Bengal,
questions.
and we'll do
See you
together.
guys. Dakha hobe, as they say in
Bye.
Bangla. Bye.
Bye.